practice your skills of observation, accuracy, and proportion, today you are going to create your own grid drawing. So what you will be given is a grid. It's actually two sides to your grid, not on mine, but two sides to your grid. And then a drawing that is broken up into different grids or different squares. What you are going to have to do is square by square, translate or draw what you see from each of these squares and put it accurately and in proportion into these squares. The more accurate you are, the more you will notice that there are going to be some connections between the squares. So let's look and see an example of what to do. So this is box 14. So I need to find box 14, which is here, and not by tracing, by drawing. I need to get all of the lines and shapes that are here accurately into this section. So do a little math as you're doing this. Think about proportion, like how much of the square do each of those lines take up? Or when a line crosses into a different place, like how far over does it go? Does it go halfway? Does it go a third of the way? So for example, this line I see here goes almost to the corner of the square, and it starts about halfway in the middle of the square. So I'm going to try to draw that here, and it's going to go halfway almost to the corner. So by working slowly and observing what I see, just in box 14, I'm going to try to make all of the lines and shapes that I see. Be really careful, draw what you see, not what you think it should look like. This is actually box 7, I believe. I think that says box 7. When I go here to box 7 and I look and I see this line here, about how far in the square is this line? Is it a third of the way down the square? To me, it looks about halfway. So I'm going to make sure that on my box 7, I make that line about halfway down the square. So it's really important that you are accurate, because as you are going, you might notice that there are going to be some connections between the squares. Okay, so the more accurate you are, the better your drawing is going to turn out, and that's what we're focusing on, is working on being accurate and drawing with proportion, which means the same size and the same shape. So when you are finished, you've gone through every square. You can go in any order. You could start with square number 1, which was really easy because there's nothing in it. Or you can go in the same order that you see here. When you're done, you can take your piece, your finished piece, up to Mrs. McKenna, and she has the completed version. So you can compare yours to the actual image and see how you did.